I feel like a jack in a box. Hello, hello. Happy December. So good to see you guys. It's Irena here, and it's the weekly Yoga with Irena show. Every Wednesday at noon, join me for a new tip. This week, I'm sharing with you what is the kind of yoga that improves your digestion, boosts your immune system, and helps you sleep better. And why don't you know about it yet? Or maybe you do. It's restorative yoga. Now, restorative yoga, have you heard about this? This is a kind of yoga that's different than the flowing yoga practice where maybe you hold a pose for an inhalation or an exhalation, or maybe you have that teacher who has you hold it for like, a minute or maybe like 2 minutes. Well, restorative yoga pose is really anything that's held for over 5 minutes. So yes, there are some interesting practices and classes out there that might have you holding a handstand for 5 minutes or a big back bend, and that could be considered a restorative pose. But more often than not, restorative yoga is kind of like those days that you go to class and you say, oh, can we just do Shavasana? Like you walk through the door and you're ready for the final resting pose. You're exhausted. You've been burning the candle at both ends. Your adrenals are fatigued. You're just feeling overrun, run down, and out of juice. Well, what do you do besides turning to caffeine and sugar? Because we know those are just temporary feel goods, and it's really kind of a mask for the symptom that's underlying that great fatigue. Well, restorative yoga. And it can be very simple, right? We use a lot of props to do the restorative yoga. And you can get very creative in your home with pillows from your bed or your couch, firm towels, or even the chair like I'm sitting on, or your couch itself. And I'm going to share with you today one restorative yoga pose that is fabulous for doing when you can't sleep, right? Let's say you wake up, it's 3 a.m, your mind is racing and you just can't fall back asleep. Well, this is the pose you're going to want to do. And now when I show it to you, I'm going to show you the pose and we'll hold it, for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. But this is a pose that you're going to want to work upwards into 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes in the pose so that you can experience a deep restorative relaxation. Because in the restorative yoga pose, the idea is that we hold it for the longer period of time so that our body will release and relax that stress that we've been holding on to. When you first get into the pose, you don't want to feel any kind of intense stretch. You simply want to feel yourself held. So this is perfect for the mom who's woken up, 3 times in the night with their little one, and the next morning they're bleary-eyed and they're stumbling and they're stubbing their toes. And, even like me right now, I'm very tired. It's been an adventuresome week as I get ready for the holidays. And I was at the library picking up some books that had come in. And I kid you not, I just was so tired. I kind of just wasn't paying attention, and they slid out of my arms and they made the biggest noise, these books, as they fell and they hit the metal shelves. And, it's like that moment you're in the library and the librarian goes, shh. Well, in my case, I have a nice library. The librarian came running around the corner to see what the huge noise was and if everybody was still in one piece. But when we're tired, we have accidents, whether it's minor ones like dropping all your books or stubbing your toes, or, sometimes it can even be major like fender benders because we just zone out. We end up staring because we're so tired. So what can you do? You can do a restorative pose that will help you feel that sense of relaxation, re-energizing. I was going to say re-energization. That's not a word, is it? Okay, so without further ado, we're going to do this pose. And as we set up, I want to let you know that this Monday night for the new moon, our super new moon, mega new moon, December 18th, I'm going to be doing a whole class on restorative yoga, a whole masterclass, 90 minutes, teaching you the ins and the outs of the yoga poses that are going to be so helpful to get you back on the right track. So when you're not sleeping well, it's going to give you a nice deep rest. When you're feeling like you've just eaten one too many sugar cookies, when you feel like the to-do list and the gift list is just out of control, this is going to be what you want to give you back your sanity. Okay, so legs up the wall or legs up the chair. Easy peasy, right? And you can get as fancy as you want with as many props, or you can be very minimalistic. You're going to see I leave my socks on because we get cold very quickly. You want lots of layers. I'm going to just lie down on my back and place my calves on the seat's edge. Now, if you're at your couch, you can do this at the couch. If the height of your couch or your chair is making your legs really stretch, here's where you can get a little fancy. You can place a little blanket underneath your bottom, so that your legs don't have to reach quite as high. And you just settle in. We're going to take 5 breaths here. You think about softening and relaxing your body, starting with your toes and the soles of the feet. You relax your calves, the backs of the knees, and gravity settles the thighs into the hip socket so that the whole belly becomes relaxed. No more gripping, no more tension. You relax the chest, the upper arms, the inner elbows, the forearms and the palms. Now this particular inversion, where our legs are higher than our heart a little higher than our head, it's very soothing and calming for the mind. This is how your mind will stop racing. You don't have to count sheep in order to let go of the insomnia, to sleep better. It's going to release the water retention that sometimes happens in your legs, around your ankles. So if you've been sitting a lot, whether it's at work at your desk or you've been traveling, this is a good one to do. You can set a little timer for 1 minute to 5 minutes, and you just feel your body relax. It's the length of time that's going to help. It takes a while for your body to relax and to let go, to trust that it's in a safe space. So you're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, I'm just going to have you slide your legs off the chair, roll to your side, and you can come all the way back up. And that's our restorative yoga pose for today. Now, I hopped out of that pretty quickly. You don't hop out so fast because I don't want the room to spin. Not for you, unless you consider that the bonus. If you want to know more about the restorative yoga, oh, it's so delicious. You're going to feel like you're floating on a cloud. It's even better than a massage, believe it or not. And it's happening Monday night, right online, live virtual class. I can see you, you can see me. I'll offer feedback, which is so nice because there's a lot of personalized setup that goes on when you set up for a restorative yoga session. So 7 to 8:30 p.m., 90 minutes of restorative yoga, just like that. Oh, it's delicious. You're going to love it. Already I feel better. The energy's coming back. I'll put a link in the comments below and in the description above so you know where to find more information on this restorative yoga class. I would love to have you join me, and replay viewers, drop in a quick hello. Let me know where you're calling in or watching from, and let me know, have you ever done restorative yoga? Okay, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Happy December, happy holidays, and lots of love. Bye, guys.